Hi, today we are giving our TV and movie recommendations. Welcome to Screens in Focus, the podcast where we talk about TV and movies. I'm Diana. Sam is here. Hi, Sam. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. So, Sam and I just talked about the 28 franchise. So, please go check that podcast episode out because we talk about 28 days later, 28 weeks later, and we briefly talk about 28 years later. But we also had TV and movie recommendations to share because I always love a good recommendation on what's out there. So, Sam, why don't you kick us off and let us know what you're watching?
So I've been watching a lot lately because I'm still recovering from my knee surgery. I've been watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It just premiered for its 17th
Oh my
season, I
gosh.
think. It's up there and it's hilarious. And I feel like even though Rob McElhenney changed his name to Rob Mack, that's kind of annoying, but the show's still really, really good. That's on Hulu. And there's a series on Netflix called Trainwreck, and there's probably like five or six of them. And they're all like short, like documentaries under an hour, maybe two episodes, like 2 hours, I guess. And they cover like weird topics. Like the one I just watched was about storming Area 51. Do you
Yeah.
remember in 2019 all of that business where those nerds were going to go and like release the aliens and how that like blew up and all of
No,
that?
no, I
What?
don't remember that.
Oh my gosh, then you have to watch it. It's bonkers. I remember a lot of it, and this doc had stuff I didn't know about. So it's like really good. And then another one that just came out is called PI Moms. And I guess there was a TV show, like a TV show where these men hired these women moms to be PIs. And there was a bunch of like stuff behind the scenes, there's drama. It's really, really good. And then it's a documentary series called Shiny Happy People, and it's basically about the Duggar family and that whole kind of like
Oh,
religious stuff. It's
yeah.
fascinating and heartbreaking. And then I've been watching the South Park that just
Mm,
premiered last week. That's on Paramount Plus.
yeah.
And then Stick on Apple TV with Owen Wilson. That one he plays a disgraced golf pro who meets a kid and decides to try and train him to get well, to get money, but there's a lot of like heart in it. And Owen
Yeah.
Wilson's great. All the people in it are great.
If you had to pick one of those, I'm just out of curiosity, which one is your favorite out of all those that you just watched and recommended?
Ooh, probably the train wreck. Because it's
Oh,
like, yeah, I think because they're fun. It's like a light topic. So I think it's that one. Yeah.
ah, nice. I have a few recommendations. The first one is The Sandman, season two. So I had seen season one in 2022
Mhm.
and it hadn't come back. And I'm like, I don't know if it's ever going to come back. All I can remember, it's about realms and dream. And he was jailed up and his whole realm went to crap while he was away. And then he
Mhm.
had to go back and try and fix everything. I loved it. And I'd been waiting for this. And so when I saw it come out, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. But I was watching so many other things that I had to kind of put it on the back burner for a little bit.
Mhm.
So I started watching it. And I will say the first couple episodes, I'm like, okay, okay. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to keep watching it. Something happened and I was gripped again. And then I wasn't only gripped, I was upset, I was saddened. I was like I have so many emotions I can't even say, but I watched the end and I was so moved by it. I don't want to give anything away because I want people to watch it. I was really impacted by it. I don't know. I it's so things are so like tragic and poetic and when it comes to fantasy, it just really does that to you. So I highly recommend it. There is one more bonus episode that's going to drop on the 31st, which will be after that time. So you can just binge it all if you want. But it is dark. And so you may not be able to binge too many episodes at once. It just depends on how you take things in. But it's really good. Another really good show is Building the Band on Netflix. This is I absolutely was obsessed with this series. It is about music, and it's about these singers that are in pods, and they have to get together as a group. 3 is the minimum a group, and you have to leave the pods as a group with some people, or else you're not a band on the show. But you can't see anybody. So you hear people sing, and you press your like button. You get so many likes. And then if people liked each other, they get to talk in the pods without seeing each other. So it's kind of like Love is Blind with The Voice. Okay, Love is Blind with The Voice, which I love both those shows. It was so good. I know so many people on TikTok that love this show, and people have favorites, and it goes on. Now, AJ McLean from Backstreet Boys is the host. Nicole Scherzinger is the mentor. And the judges are Nicole, Kelly Rowland, and Liam Payne. And that was so sad to watch him because, of course, he has since passed. He passed, I think, a month after this finish wrapped up. But to see him in this, that's another reason to watch this. But I love the bands. I love their music. I love the sort of competition. It's not like The Voice or American Idol where it goes on and on and on and on. No, it like comes together. It gels really quickly and it moves on. So there's some drama, there's a little bit of romance, and so it's really well done. I love it. I highly recommend it. The other thing is The Summer I Turned Pretty is season 3. It's on Prime. Love it. I can't wait. I didn't read the books, but if you like young adult love, romance at the beach, love triangles, then you will enjoy The Summer I Turned Pretty. I started The Hunting Wives. Have you seen this?
Yes.
I haven't seen it all. Okay. I haven't seen it all. I have such mixed feelings, Sam. So I don't know how you feel about it. And if you've seen it all, you might have more feelings, but
I have a lot of
I'm
feelings.
like, what am I watching? I don't like it that much, but why do I keep pressing play?
Because you want to know, is it gonna go that far, or what's gonna happen? Like, that's it. I watched the whole thing, and I don't know how I made it because it is bonkers. And the ending is, I don't know. I don't know if it's renewed for like another season. But the ending, I thought, like, did I miss something? But then I think it's a cliffhanger. But I was like,
well, I don't know how many more I have to go. How many episodes do you know offhand?
Like 8, I think.
8? Oh, I think I
Like
might be at
6 to 8.
5. I'm at least 5, I think. Anyway, it's interesting. It's bizarre. Like I said, don't know whether to recommend it or not, but at the same time, I keep pressing play and people are talking about it. So there's that. All right, Sam, do you have any movies to recommend at all?
Yeah, so I recommend The Old Guard 2. It is on Netflix, came out a couple weeks ago, I think at the beginning of July or something. It has Charlize Theron, Uma Thurman.
Oh, I didn't know Uma was in this one.
Yeah. And a couple other people that I'm not going to spoil because they weren't part of like the main cast. And I was like, oh, I got like a little excited when I saw them. But it essentially is a group of these immortals who get killed, but then they like wake up and they're like immortal. And they like go on like these missions and things like that. And this kind of just like builds on, 'cause there's a first one. And that one's really good too. So I highly recommend that one. And this one just kind of like builds on the world. The Old Guard 2, it answers a lot of questions, but makes you ask like even more, which I guess is kind of fun. So hopefully we'll get a third one. And then I watched that at home, but then I actually went out into the world over the weekend and I saw Jurassic Park Rebirth. And that one I thought was a ton of fun, which I think those movies are just meant to be fun, in my opinion. I had a lot of questions. I guess I don't know. I just thought, like, you're in the jungle where the mosquitoes, and that just made me very worried because they were all like rolling around and that kid never had a shirt on. And I was thinking like real world problems when they're like, it's a
Yeah.
dinosaur looking at you, you know? But I thought the family was really like sweet and just like the relationships, and I thought it was just a ton of fun.
I was highly entertained. I also watched this movie just a few weeks ago and I liked it. Like, I thought it was better than the last few that have come out. And I think it's because for me, I love settings. So I love the jungle, I love the boat. I like when you're put into those dangerous, but situations where you can't predict what's going to happen because you just don't know. So I really enjoyed that. I did not know that the Lincoln lawyer, that's how I call him, he's the dad in the family. Okay, he
Oh,
plays Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix. Have you seen Lincoln Lawyer?
mm-mm.
So good. I highly recommend that series for anyone. It's so good. He plays the lawyer, and I just love it. I love courtroom and how he's just so like good at figuring things out and bringing things in and remembering things and winning cases. He's so good at it. But it's actually, I'm getting off on a different movie, but I want to tell you how good that show is. And I highly recommend it. It is would be one of my recommendations. But so when I saw his face pop up, I'm like, oh, that's Lincoln Lawyer. Nothing better happened to him or I'm going to riot. But I thought he's playing just like how I would hope. Like the way he is there, like he was such a good dad to his, his family, his daughters. And I really love that dynamic, even with the boyfriend and all of that. And so that was a highlight for me. That
Hmm.
was the highlight. So I really did enjoy this movie too. So I thought it was great. I wanted to end with a happy movie. I'm going to end with Happy Gilmore 2. And what I want to say about this movie, Adam Sandler is back with about 74 other people, I think I read somewhere. Okay, 74 people, 74. And that's the
Wait,
highlight.
I'm sorry. That's
Yeah,
that's like the real number.
that's what somebody said. Somebody said that. And so I think that might be true because they were
Oh,
naming them. They're
I
like,
believe.
blah, 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 blah. But that's the highlight because the movie isn't the highlight. It is ridiculous, but it's Happy Gilmore, okay?
Hmm.
And it was honest to goodness that all those cameos, those 74 people were what the highlight for was. Just seeing everybody back in it, the silly things that they do. They do pay attention to a lot of details, even little jokes on the side. There's one part, it's one of my favorite parts. One of them. I believe it or not, I'm saying there's my favorite part. That's hilarious, right? Because there's a part where Shooter and Adam Sandler, Happy, are fighting and they're in a cemetery and they're fighting over Bob Barker's, not over him, but that's what you see as Bob Barker's headstone. And if you remember in the first Happy
I've
Gilmore,
never seen it.
oh my gosh. Okay,
I
in the
know.
first,
I was waiting to drop the bomb.
okay.
I'm
So
sorry.
in the original movie, Adam Sandler, who's Happy, is fighting with Bob Barker, who's an older man, like an old man, and the
Mhm.
old and Bob Barker is like punching him really good and beating the crap out of him. And it is hilarious. Like people love that scene because there's this old man beating up this younger, because at the time Adam Sandler was young. So
Like,
he's
yeah,
beating the crap out of him. Well, so now they have these two guys fighting over Bob Barker's
that's
gravestone. So it's
cute.
just funny. Yeah, it's just funny. It's
Yeah.
just so many moments. But yeah, it was, and I will say that every single person in my family has seen it. Like I texted all three of my sons, and all three of them watched it with their girlfriends. And that's crazy. They don't all watch everything. And so it was funny that that was the one movie that everybody was watching. So, yeah. So, watch it if you want to, if you want to feel nostalgic. It's not, but don't expect much. That's what I have to say about Happy Gilmore 2. All right. Well, Sam, thank you for your recommendations. I always love catching up with you. Wait, one more thing. One more
Hmm.
thing.
Hmm.
Gilded Age, season 3.
Oh, okay.
We are both watching this,
Uh-huh.
and my favorite season.
It's so good, but it's like up and down. Like there's highs, there's lows. We found Maud Beaton. Like it's so
True.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, What do you think is going to happen?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Like so much, right? The everything, I mean, without giving anything away, I mean, Gladys, her name's Gladys, right?
Hmm.
Is off
Yep.
married and what's going to happen to her. I'm glad her mom finally came and gave her some support, some like being able to root for her. But then the husband and her and what's his business going to be like and then what's going to happen. Oh my God, so much. We can't
So
even tell you
much.
guys. Go watch it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. We'll talk when we press stop here, but we enjoy it. So we recommend that one also. All right. Thank you, Sam, for joining me today. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Always, anytime. All right. Thank you, friends out there, for joining us. We hope we gave you some recommendations. And whatever you may see or want to recommend to us, please share that with us. You can reach us through social media. You can comment wherever you're watching this. And you get to all of our social media at screensinfocus.com. You can go to the top, it has it all there. Our website is in our show notes along with our phone number. So if you want to call us and leave us a message, that's 669 223 8542. And remember to keep watching, keep exploring, and keep those screens in focus. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.